So I went through like 2 full days where I was really scared I was going to lose my leg this past week.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was. I was overreacting because my leg is still here, but I was terrified for a second.
2 days?
So it all started with like a week ago. I was hanging out in the front room, this room that we are in. Had this window open. I was working on a project, had a beer, had a cat in the window.
Living the best life.
Yeah, loving life. And then all of a sudden, the cat, Charlie, starts like, I notice like his body like changes. And he's like doing different shit. I look over and there's 2 fucking alley cats standing right in front of our house.
Oh, shit.
Because Izzy's been feeding them again.
Oh, fuck.
That's how we got Charlie in the first place.
You can't get 2 more. You can't have 6 cats.
No, we will not let another cat in here. But now they're
she's trying.
No, she agrees that they're out. But like they've been hanging out, which is nice. But then I don't like them at the front door.
Yeah, it frustrates the indoor cats.
Yeah, so Charlie is like all about, because we're pretty sure one of them is his sibling because they have the same gray.
Yep.
And
Charlie was an outdoor cat.
Yeah, that we just took in over a year ago.
But now he's living his best life.
You'd think so. He thrives for the outside.
I mean, outside's fun, but you said what the life expectancy of an outdoor cat is 2 years?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. But so then I'm like, shit. So I pick him up, I like toss him down, and I close the window and I try to like skirt him away. And he starts to walk away and he doubles back, beelines for me, grabs my leg with both paws, claws out, like gets me both claws and just bites hard on my leg.
What?
That's what these scars are.
Holy shit.
And then he lets go and walks away. So he like did it purely out of anger.
Yeah, it's not like he thought about it and then went back.
Like it wasn't like a fight or flight kind of thing. It was he was pissed at me and he bit me and then walked away. And
that's like the equivalent of someone like sucker punching you.
Yeah, like
what the fuck?
This fucking asshole that I buy so much food for and take to the vet. This piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then, so cats' mouths and like claws are poisonous.
Yeah,
because like they're crazy, gross animals. I think there's something weird in their saliva, but like cat scratch fever is a real thing. I didn't get that.
Yeah, Ted Nugent, baby.
Yeah, my aunt got it once.
Ted Nugent?
No.
Cat scratch fever?
Yeah, because she her cat was fighting another cat through like a glass like door, and she like tried to like move him away, and the cat just turned on her and tore her apart.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the other thing.
That's terrifying.
Like,
yeah, they are wild animals.
Well, like I don't think one cat could kill me, but they could destroy me.
Oh, you'd be fucked
like
up.
just torn up.
Yeah.
But like just skin. Like it would just.
And then if it gets infected and shit.
Yeah, that's how they could kill you. Yeah, but like, and then like my like swelled up. I was limping for days because also I looked it up and it's like they were like it's the most dangerous around joints. So I'm like, great, my fucking knee.
Right at my knee.
No, because I had scratches beneath my knee.
I could see it, and then dude. The wild thing is that he bit you.
And like he bit me so hard it swelled up and bruised, and I don't bruise
shit.
easy. And yeah,
You were like, who the fuck are you?
Well, yeah, and then he just
he's never acted like that before.
But also like I've tested it now where like because also we always make fun of him because he used to be an outside cat. Like he's definitely killed things, but now he's just like a baby. Because like I can pick him up and like just push my face against his face and he won't do shit.
And he takes it. Yeah.
Because I had to test that afterwards again.
So it's just a year of angst that he let out.
Just in one moment.
I love that he double backed and you're like, hey buddy, what are you doing? And then just
yeah, because like I didn't even like hit him off or anything.
I would have like fucking freaked out.
I was just like kind of stunned because he just grabbed, bit, and then
that was
away.
it.
Yep. Didn't fuck with
I mean,
anything.
I've been like hurt by cats before.
Yeah.
Like I was hurt by Sid, another one of your cats, because I picked him up weird and he
flails.
He flailed and then scratched me in
with full claws out.
Scratched me in the face,
the eye,
right under the eye. That was terrifying.
No, I've got so many scars from Sid, but it's just from his paw kicking out.
Because he freaks out when you pick him up. Yeah, which is so wild because it's just like I'm just trying to help you,
and
buddy.
I do this all the time. Yeah. You should be used to it by now. It's been 8 years.
You know me.
Yeah. Well, that's the same with like Nancy. Every time I walk past her, that's another one of my cats. She like drops to the ground and like looks terrified
and looks scared, and you're
like she'll walk backwards like you've never had a bad day in your life. Fuck off.
I've known you since you were a baby.
Yeah,
Literally had you since you were
and
a
like
kid.
she still hates Izzy a lot of the time, which is so funny.
Well, Nancy is moody, but I'd love her for it.
Yeah. And she doesn't have like good taste in people, but she has taste in people. Like there's some people she just loves immediately.
Oh, really? And then some people,
that's
fucking nice, dude. Yeah. She makes opinions.
No, like some of the worst people I ever like had over at my apartment, she loved.
Oh, and you were like, fuck, wrong people. It'd be nice if she hated the people you hated. You're like, that a girl.
Yeah.
And Sid just loves attention.
Yeah. Sid Sid loves boys the most. He wants to be one of them.
Yeah, Sid is one of the boys. He just likes hanging out. My favorite part about Sid is he'll hold my hand.
Yep.
That's my favorite. I've never had a cat do that. Where if you ignore him for a little bit, he'll like meow meow and then just put his hand on you.
He'll pet you.
He'll pet you. And then I'll put my hand out and we'll just hold hands.
Yeah, they're
it's
8
cute.
years old.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How long do cats live? 16?
Yeah, I mean, I think 16 is pretty good.
Okay.
14's an old cat. But also, like, I think the other one, Oreo, is like up there, but he's doing fine.
He still walks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a fat fuck.
But he's always been, yeah. I can see like a little a little cloud in his eyes, which is funny.
But, maybe he's just stoned.
Yeah.
He's eating all that catnip. Dude, but that'd be wild if you lost your leg.
I know, it was just like swollen and it, like I was limping from it. And like, obviously from freak show shit, I can handle pain.
Yeah.
But like this one fucked me up.
Well, because that's terrifying.
Yeah,
dude.
and it's a disease.
And especially because it swelled in it. I would have been like, oh. Okay, you can go back in the window now. Yeah. You're now in charge of the house.
He's now banned from the window for a while, and he's getting pissed about it.
You can assert your dominance.
Which, like, I don't even know. Like, can you even like teach a cat that kind of shit?
I mean, that's what you have to do with dogs.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then, I don't know. Sometimes
they're just these little psychopathic killers.
They are.
Because also, like, they are, I think,
but lovers, too.
They're the most efficient killing machines. The only thing is that they're a foot tall.
Yeah. But also, because they'll play with things and then kill it on accident. Like mice and shit.
Yeah, they're covered in daggers.
They're little tigers, man.
Oh.
Little lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
I was terrified I was going to like lose my leg to that asshole.
It'd be so wild I get back from Montana.
and in a wheelchair, just one bandaged stump sticking
just
up.
Stump and I go, Jesus Christ.
You've been gone a long time.
We're in the darkest timeline.
But this is Moist Monday.
Let's fucking get into it.
Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast.
How's everybody doing? It has been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Not for the listeners, because we're good at never missing a Monday.
We haven't in 2 years.
Which is wild.
But we miss Mondays together.
Yeah, literally it's been 2 weeks.
Which is wild.
Which is insane.
Because that's the longest I go without seeing you
I know,
nowadays.
it's insane. We both I went to Montana, which we'll get into in this episode.
I went to Tennessee.
Yeah, we both went opposite directions and had a great time. Jacob almost lost his leg. Yeah, I literally got back today from Montana. I almost stayed a few extra days, but I didn't. So
podcast a calling. Yeah.
And dude, if I did, then we would have missed a Monday.
I know. We would have to do on a Zoom episode, or I would have to do like a solo.
Yeah, I was like, what do we do?
Yeah.
But I was like, luckily I'm back. So here we go. We're recording this a couple of days before it has to come out.
Yeah, but we hope you enjoy it. But in other news, I visited my parents because it was Father's Day weekend, this last one.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Yep.
weekend
So
ago.
we went to my parents' house when the day was great. But also at the end of the day, my mom brings out this box and she's like, just take this and leave. I'm like, what is it? And she's like, doesn't matter. Take this box, put it in your car, and leave. And it turns out it was shit from my entire childhood.
God, yeah, we're getting to that age where parents are like, I don't want this shit
And I'm
anymore.
like, I don't want it, but I want you to want it.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want this in my house.
You're like, I don't want it because I don't remember doing most of it. You should want to keep it because I was
did
a
it
baby.
for you.
Yeah.
No.
I was a baby when I made this.
And like a lot of it was like all of my art projects, which apparently third grade me went fucking hard. That was most of the art was from third grade.
Oh, damn. Like on the bag it said third grade or something?
3P or something like that, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. We used to do have to label it because we would go to art class and then all the art would stay
Yeah.
there.
All
so it was
art kids were in
so
one class.
You'd have to label it. Yeah, art was fun, dude.
So it's a lot of that. Also, like I had my report cards, my senior photos. Oh, I found my community college diploma.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'll keep that.
Mine's framed.
Yeah.
My first one.
But also in it was like my baby book about like my first haircut and shit.
Why'd
I'm
she
like,
give you that?
Also
That's something that mothers should get buried with.
the thing is, it's all in German.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
I don't know.
So you were writing in German as a baby?
No, because I was born at a German. I know.
Was that? Did I say German words?
Yeah, and 9 is no, but no.
I don't. That's the only German I know. I just picture Hitler going, nein.
I'm sure he said those words at times. But yeah, but like I felt like she gave me things that she wasn't supposed to.
Well, it's probably been in a box for 20 years.
Yeah, 27 years.
And then they are reorganizing or something, and they're like, get this fucking box out. I'm tired of moving it.
Let me tell you, it's because then I took out every single piece and showed Izzy when we got back. And like,
That's kind of fun.
yeah,
Especially when you show Izzy.
Because also I really loved art as a kid. Like that was my favorite thing.
And do you remember doing most of them? Or?
I remember doing a lot of
See,
them.
that's wild.
So now, if you guys didn't know, you can watch our podcast on YouTube, and I set a new center display every week.
Yeah,
and,
that's what Jacob does for the podcast.
and now it's going to be every week is just going to be different art, and we're going to review it in our new segment, Moist Monday Art-Ifacts.
Art-Ifacts.
On a side note about that, it is hilarious how many times, because also I think I did the most projects when my dad was in Iraq, how often I bring that up, and I just know my teacher like was so sad because Izzy cried when I showed her a lot of shit because it was all like, oh, my life's fantastic, and then my dad was gone. And
He's in the
it's-
war, dude.
Yeah.
At least he didn't die.
One was like called like like the book where it's my very bad, no good, rotten day, whatever.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
somebody's that. But it was like you write your own. And my first one was like the first thing it says, my dad had to go back to war. And then like
Jesus.
the second bad thing that happened was I really miss him.
I mean, I get why they. It is sad.
Well, because my thing is I don't remember him gone.
Exactly.
And so it's really interesting to watch
But
me
at that age,
processing
yeah,
it
at that
through
age,
art.
you realized something was, but you couldn't. At that age, you couldn't process the emotion of it. You
Because
just
it was
knew,
just happening.
You just knew he was
I'm in
gone.
it, yeah. But
that's what's fucked up.
It's really fun.
I mean, it's great that he's still.
Yeah, he survived,
Yeah, he
so it's
survived,
funny.
yeah.
It's allowed to be funny because also
It'd be fucked up if he did it, and then you're like, God damn.
because also I got this memory and I told Izzy about it because one project sparked it. It was that another girl in my class, her dad was in the war and he was gone.
Oh, so you could bond over that, yeah.
Well, I didn't know she was popular and hot at the time, so we didn't bond over it.
She was a hot third grader.
Yeah.
Don't tell your neighbor about that. Fans of the podcast will understand that joke.
I grew up close to a pedophile that was slightly younger than me, but it turns out he was a pedophile,
Yeah.
which that's wild too.
I mean, if you're in third grade and they're in third grade, that's
It's fine.
fine.
But if
But
you're
he kept growing.
He graduated and, they
still-
were in third
and
grade.
it was still, yeah.
God.
It's like Dazed and Confused, but for elementary school.
God, Dazed and Confused is fucked alone.
It's a good movie, but it is fucked up.
Yeah, I mean that's all of the movies back then.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, she like one time like shared a news story where it was about her family. It was that like her dad was gone, but all of his buddies back home like refurbished his dream car, so he'd
Oh,
be
that's
waiting for him.
cool.
And then I remember like raising my hand. I was like, "My family was in a news story too," and she's like, "Oh, what was it?" It's like, "My dad's gone too, and then our dog died, and our van got stolen in 1 week, and we made the news." And she's just like. Well, we're not going to watch that, Jacob. There's not enough time.
Oh, there's no happy ending to that.
No, just I mean they found the van,
It's a sad story.
and then we
that's-
buried the dog.
it-
And then
I mean,
Dad came home
the
eventually.
dad came up, but not at that moment.
No, he was gone for a
They don't
lot
do. They
longer.
don't do fucking war stories of like, oh, this dog's been waiting for the dad to come home and he doesn't. No.
But in my case, Dad came home, no dog.
Yeah, no dog.
No dog.
He was waiting for the dog.
Yep. No.
It's like, God damn it. It's so sad.
I also feel bad for him when my dad got that letter. He's like, ah, shit. Everything's falling apart for my family.
I'm doing so much to try and support my family right
and
now.
I'm
but
here
I can't do it.
getting shot at for
I'm in the
America.
War. I'm in the war.
And yet
dude.
my family's getting fucked.
Do you fuck with the war? Damn, dude.
Like the fact that everything's okay except for the dead dog, obviously, but she'd be dead by now.
Yeah,
anyways.
dogs die. Animals die eventually.
Yeah. No one
I think
just-
it was
little
natural,
bit-
right? It
No,
wasn't
she
like-
got poisoned.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
We don't know how.
Okay, it took a
no,
dramatic turn.
No, it was a puppy that died of poisoning.
Oh, okay.
No,
Jesus,
and that was on the
fuck.
news.
That made it even worse.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, old dog.
I remember when,
puppy?
I remember when the news came. I think I told this recently. Me and my sister were shooting basketball, and they filmed us for a second. We didn't make a single shot.
Yeah, they're trying to get B-roll.
And we're like, my dad's gone. No one taught me.
I don't know how to throw balls, dude. That's why I grew up a little gay. Got him. It's Pride Month. We're allowed to say it.
Yeah. Anyways, here's my art.
Yeah, let's talk about your art.
All right, so this piece, you'll notice if you follow this series, a lot of monsters. I was really into monsters, as I think all kids were.
I'll take a photo of it so it'll be posted on our social media in case you just listen to the podcast.
I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I do remember how it was made.
So was this a third grade piece?
I'll see.
Fourth grade, okay.
All right, so Dad's back. I think maybe. Depends on what time. Well, yeah, I remember I got really into monsters because I pretended to like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because all my friends were into it.
But you didn't actually like it?
No, I didn't understand it. And I wasn't going to learn all the rules. But what I did instead was I made my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards where I would just draw monsters, create stats for it.
Well, basically, it's just monsters fighting.
Yeah. And so I would do that the entire time.
I mean, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! But I never really watched the show.
No, I never watched it.
But I did have the cards and shit, and it was I wasn't good at it, but I was like, oh.
It's cool. Monsters.
Blue-Eyed White Dragon? Fucking badass,
I had
dude.
one of those.
I had the leg of...
Chronos, something like that.
I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, but you had to get all 8 to get the full guy or whatever.
I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6.
6 or something like that.
Head, torso,
and then I
crotch.
When I had the leg, people were like, "Oh, it's fake."
No. Do you think if I faked this, do you think I would fake his left leg?
But I think it was I think it was that rare that I think I might have had.
Really?
I think I might have had a fake one.
Oh, really?
Because it was expensive, and I don't know how I got it.
I mean, you could just buy a pack. I had a 3-headed white dragon.
Those are cool as hell.
The fucking Aryan.
Yeah.
Dude, Nazis would love that shit. Fucking white with blue eyes. Let's go. But anyways.
House of Dragon Nazi edition. God, we talk about the same topics come up, I feel like, every week.
I think every man in our age, just Nazis and 9/11 just enter the chat constantly.
Yeah, and yeah. We don't do it on purpose.
No, it
just comes up.
And it throws Izzy off too, and it throws me off that she is not constantly referencing the second tower falling.
It's not funny.
But that is
yeah, but we
anytime
talk about it
I see anything that could even possibly link to 9/11, boom. Just straight shot. Second tower.
You want to hear a joke that I told my siblings when I was in Montana?
Sure.
I might have heard this on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
So it's not an original. I'm not claiming it's original, but I thought it was hilarious. So he goes, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9. But why was 6 afraid of 10?
Because 9/11.
Because he was in between 9/11. I told my sister that in Costco, and she's like, what the fuck?
And your sisters are fucked.
Yep.
But anyways, back to the art. So what we have here is a nice. He's blue. He's got green palms and sharp fingers.
He looks he kind of looks friendly.
I feel like he's going ha ha.
Yeah, he does look kind of creepy and scary, but he would be friendly. Because some monsters are friendly.
Well, I don't think he's trying to scare you. I think he's trying to spook you. He just popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the slit eyes, which is classic monster stuff. He's got kind of looks
big
like
mouth.
Yeah, with full of sharp teeth, but the teeth, that was something I always did too, is where the teeth come in from the sides, and that's right.
Cool. But that's a full mouth. That's terrifying.
I guess some animals have that, where it's a full wonk wonk.
Well, it reminds me of the thing from Star Wars.
The Sarlacc pit. Yeah,
the pit.
Just a full circle of teeth.
That's terrifying. Just.
Yeah, and I like the little spikes coming up his sides.
Oh yeah, and then his fingernails or claws or whatever.
I'm also a fan that as a child I even put the lines.
Knuckles. Yeah,
the inner knuckles.
He has bendable fingers.
Yeah, he has bend lines.
What is this? Is this paint?
Yeah, it looks like just maybe watercolor with some. Not a chalk outline.
I do like because I like the background's dope as hell.
It's got some sparkles in it too. So I'm gonna tell you how I made this though.
Oh, you remember? Damn.
Yes, okay. I do. I figured it out by looking at it. If you look at it, if you focus on the center of it, it's fucking split.
Oh, I see.
I painted half of it, and I think I folded and smushed it.
Yeah, I can see a fold line. Damn. Yeah.
And
so
if you look,
it's symmetry.
It's symmetrical.
Whoa, dude.
Pretty cool.
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
Damn, that's smart as a kid.
That might have been the project. Either way, I did a not bad job of it.
He's like, I speed this up if I just did a half a painting.
Yeah. I just surprised the other half.
I mean, now that would not have noticed that unless you told me.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
No.
But that's fucking sick, dude. I'll take a photo of that. Freaking, that's a cool art effect. Pretty cool, dude.
Welcome to the Moist Gala. Let's get back to the show.
The Moist Gala.
Yeah.
That's hey, come on down to my exhibit.
The Moist Gala.
People are like, I'm not gonna. It's a free show. I'm not gonna go. To it. Why are you calling it a Moist Gala?
Like if we just had like 2 inches of standing water in the art show.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
You got to take your shoes and socks off.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah, but
and
you
actually,
can.
we're not. We got our because that's part of the exhibit.
Yeah, we're just in socks.
Yeah, because a lot of people that do art, they always have like a political thing with it,
Or a weird gimmick.
Yeah.
I think 2 inches of standing water, an interesting one.
and then we can go, hey. Some people don't even have water.
Yeah.
Like that could be like art. I don't know.
Like that's the sign on the way out. That'd actually be kind of sick to put a full art exhibit, but just a little bit of water on the bottom.
And they fuck up the museum or wherever you.
Well, I don't
You
know.
do it in the back of a coffee shop.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to put this little
You
barrier
literally just
up
buy a couple kiddie pools and tape them together. All right, please step over the kiddie pool and get your feet
and
wet.
ignore the kiddie pool.
Yes, pretend it's not there.
But like if that would be something like if I was like a billionaire and I could design my own house, I'd maybe have a room that just has like a couple inches of like warm water.
That's how you get mosquitoes.
Yeah, that's
standing
true.
water.
But like like in the kiddie section of a pool, or like not like kiddie section of a pool, but like the big pools where it has like the beach kind of thing going in.
Well, I think
and you can like lay down.
I think
in
at the park over there, there's like a water
splash pad.
splash pad
Those
where
are
it's
so gross though.
yeah, but it's just like a little bit of water.
But like a little bit of warm water with like something spraying in it. I love that.
That is kind of fun, dude.
It's like to sit down in it. That'd be so
Where it's
nice.
like you're not super wet, but you're wet enough.
Yeah.
And then if having like a fountain or something.
like if when I showered, it just had a little bit of water in it. Like,
So
do you ever do that as a kid?
A
where
baby
you,
bath?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
still like shower. Do you ever do that as a kid where like you would like fill it up a little bit and then have the shower keep going so you could have both at the same time?
I kind of feel like I do it as an adult.
Sure. Well, I just only have a shower, so I can't fill it up at
Yeah,
all.
I guess I have a bathtub, but I don't have a plug for it.
Sure, but
So
you
I'll-
put your heel in it.
Yeah,
I
but-
did that a lot.
But sometimes I'll just sit in the shower.
Yeah.
And then I go, self-care, baby.
Yeah. I'm not crying. It's water. Get a
Sometimes
get a bowl of soup in there
Sometimes I feel like I'm doing it like I'm
because
like
you think you're supposed to.
because I'm like doing I'm like causing a scene or something, but I live alone and nobody knows I'm doing it. And then like I'm sitting there and I just keep like fucking wiping my
Yeah.
face because it's hitting me and it's not comfortable at all.
Yeah.
And then I like get up and I'm like,
I'm doing something.
hopefully somebody saw that. Nobody did.
me naked and hunched over in my own shower.
Just look the worst you've ever looked.
yeah, but you think it looks powerful.
You fucking tiny penis. Yeah, because in that situation you're so vulnerable.
Yeah, and not attractive.
Hey, self-care, baby.
It's not always attractive.
But speaking of attractive, so I just got back from Montana, and I got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
The start of my trip started off wild, so we're just gonna
Okay.
jump right into it.
All right, I'm ready.
So, my sisters.
Yeehaw.
Well, but we're starting this story in Iowa City. Cowboy,
Yeah, I don't know what to say for Iowa City.
frat.
Yeah.
I don't know, but both my sisters are moving from Iowa City
Caitlin Clark.
to Montana.
Iowa
Yeah,
City.
Caitlin Clark, dude. Everybody watches women's basketball
It's
now.
so exciting that
I watched a few games a few days ago.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun.
She's the best.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And she's first. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sports. But
We've heard of them.
I went up to Iowa City a week ago, Saturday morning, and then so I helped pack their apartment. Luckily, they live together, so it was easy to pack their stuff.
Sure.
But then my sister's partner was moving with them.
Okay.
So their parents were helping us.
Which I like them a lot too.
Yeah,
They're great.
Yeah, they're awesome. And but what's wild is I like showed up because we like got breakfast on the way up there, and they had already gotten most of the shit in the U-Haul.
Hell yeah.
So I didn't even have to didn't have to do shit.
How annoying were you to 3 lesbians about it being Pride Month? Did it come up a lot from you?
I brought it up a little bit, not as much as I should have,
Just enough.
but I kept going. Pride's an acronym, and they were like, "No, it's not." And I was like, "I'm more
making
gay
it-
than you."
Yeah.
I love saying that to gay people because they go, "Shut up," because I'm just a straight white man.
Here we'll put a thing of him yelling what the acronym is.
Pride stands for
Professionalism.
professionalism. R, respect. I,
Integrity.
integrity. D,
Diversity.
diversity. And E,
Excellence.
excellence. So we're in Iowa City, and what's wild is my brother had a gig
I saw that. I was very surprised.
My brother had a gig in Iowa City. My brother lives in Nashville.
Yeah.
So he had a gig in Iowa City.
I was at this time.
Yeah, so my brother had a gig in Iowa City the day before we left for Montana. So I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So we all went to the show, and it was like, I think it was Pride weekend in Iowa City. So it was like a lot of shit happening. And like they blocked off the streets like where Gabe's is and all that stuff. So Gabe's
a great street area too.
Yeah. And I wanted to explore Pride, but I stayed at Gabe's all night because I was just having fun. But Gabe's was fucking packed. Gabe's is like a 2-story venue bar area. And like the top floor is like a venue.
Patio's so good.
The back patio is dope as hell.
They used to play like old like jazz vinyls, and me and my friends would go out and just dance.
There's always a DJ back there that's usually playing records.
And it's usually, and it's not like shitty DJ. It's like he's playing cool music.
He's legit putting 7 inches on.
Yep.
It's
great.
awesome. I don't think the guy there that Saturday night was, I think he had just had a laptop.
Sure.
But he was playing like mashups and shit. So that was fun. I like mashups. But it was packed as hell. Like just all the gays were out.
Hell yeah.
Because it was Pride weekend.
Well, because also they're all in Iowa City.
Yeah, that's where all the gay people live.
That's where I was at my gayest.
Yeah, that's the gay town. But also, Iowa City is dope.
Yeah.
I love walking towns. So I was wearing my Aperture Science shirt,
Sure.
which
I don't know what that means.
you should. It's from Portal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it literally is a black t-shirt that says Aperture Science. So if you don't know, you don't know.
T-shirt.
But I was walking around Gabe's and no joke, 7+ people kept going, oh my God, dude, I love your shirt.
Wild.
Yeah, insane. I've worn the shirt for years and nobody's ever said anything.
I've played through Portal 2-3 times and I did not know the name of the company.
Yeah, it's a very niche thing, and people kept going, "Oh, which one's your favorite, first or second?"
Second.
And like, I was like second one all the way, and then but literally nonstop, and I was like, "What's going on with me, dude?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude, you're just vibing.
I have like a magnet on me.
Apparently,
Like the past couple of weeks, like my human interaction has been out of control. So I was feeling great, feeling because people kept commenting on my shirt, and then I went in the urinal and I gazed. The urinal is like this big like pig trough.
Yep.
You know, it's just like a big thing. But then there's like a little shelf above it where you can put your beer.
Oh.
And I like went in and there was a guy peeing on the other side, so I was on the reverse side.
You didn't just saddle up to him.
But like I was peeing and he just immediately goes, "Hey."
Nice cock.
No.
You single?
Dude, if he would have said, I would have been like, Jesus Christ.
Now's the time. You're
Let's
primed
be
and
gay.
ready.
But he was like, if there was beer pong set up, would you play me right now? Like while we were peeing? And I said, absolutely, I would. And then we were really discussing and all that stuff, and then I didn't see him again.
Oh, I was hoping he was going to set something up real quick.
No, but then I ran into him later,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, beer pong guy." And I was like, "Okay,
You brought it up.
whatever." And then I was like kind of drunk, and I was like, "Just so you know, I won." I was like being kind of cocky, and then I was like, "Oh, you can play beer pong if you have an iPhone. You know, there's like an app thing."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I have an iPhone. What's your phone number?"
All right.
So I got a dude's phone number to play flip cup or beer pong on the, and I sent him a game. No response.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah.
I was hoping that.
He was probably really excited and then just didn't pay attention.
I was really excited too, because that would have been fun on the drive, the 20-hour drive to Montana.
That's fair.
Just some stranger. But so night's going great, feeling good, drinking hams.
Ooh.
I think I did a few Jello shots.
Okay.
Shot a fireball. I was just feeling good.
Sure.
Feeling good in the neighborhood.
Sisters partying with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we maybe hit the pen a few times.
Sure.
You know, because when in Rome. But I was in line getting another round of beers, and it was like, it's packed, you know, so you got to wait in line. And by myself, and there's these 2 girls next to me in line.
Nice.
And I was like, hell yeah.
I love girls standing in line.
Girls.
In line? You kidding me?
Oh, we're all facing the same direction. We got something in common, baby.
Great talking point.
Great. That's a great icebreaker.
Some line. Am I right? You know, back in kindergarten, I was the line leader.
Follow me.
Yeah. I could square up this line, no issue.
Alphabetical.
By height.
God damn it, I'm last. That sucks. But no, these 2 girls were next to me in line, and they kept like, I didn't want to like overhear or overlisten,
Sure.
but I was just there.
Yeah.
And they were like talking about like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they kept hugging, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But then I kept making eye contact with one of them, but I didn't say anything. I was just like, you know, having a good time.
Yeah.
Dance music was going on. So I get up to the bar, and they get up next to me, and I order first. I get my beer, and then I'm like, oh, I'll cover whatever they're getting.
Ooh.
Because I was like,
so fun. Power.
well, because then I was like, you know, they're obviously going through something.
Yeah.
We didn't talk at all, but I was like, you know, I'll just get it. And the bartender was like, okay. So they order their drinks.
Like, crazy expensive.
No, they order their drinks, and then the bartender didn't say anything.
Yeah.
They got their drinks, And then the girl turns to me and she goes, "Hey, try this." And she didn't know that I bought her drinks, and we hadn't talked yet. She just randomly goes, "Hey, try this."
Huh. What? Because also, now it's going to be weird when they're like, "Oh yeah, he already paid for that."
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, like
And just wait, dude, it's going to get weirder. This is wild.
because what a weird power play where she's like tells you to try it and you take a sip and you're like, "Good thing I bought that."
Yeah.
And she's like, "What?"
Well, just wait till you hear what she ordered.
I just keep thinking about all the weird levels.
She literally just turns to me, didn't talk to her at all. "Hey, try this." And I go, "Okay, take a little sip. Good. What is it?" And she goes,
roofies.
"Shirley Temple."
Oh.
Not even alcohol. She ordered a
Sprite with
cranberry Sprite or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then we were like staying at the bar and I was like, "Oh, by the way, I bought your drinks." And she was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she kissed me on the cheek.
Oh. Hell yeah.
And I was like, "Let's go, dude."
Also, why did she ask you to try a Shirley Temple?
I know, that's the weird part. Why would you say, "Hey, try this"?
And then you're like, it's Sprite. And
It's not even alcohol. But then
syrup.
I was like, "Oh shit, are you like 19?
Yeah, sure.
Like I was like, I don't know. It's a college town, so I don't know. It is a bar.
Everything's legal. A lot of it's creepy though.
I assume if you're at a bar, you're at least 21.
Yeah.
But whatever. So
funny.
I went my own way, you know. I bought beers for people.
That'd be funny if like it was free because it wasn't alcohol too.
Yeah, like she would have got it for free.
Yeah.
The bartender was like, sure. That's why the bartender didn't say anything. Because I don't even think her friend got a drink. I was like trying to be nice. But yeah, she kissed me on the cheek and I was like, damn, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
And then as I'm leaving, someone's like, "Nice shirt." Fuck yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
So later on in the night, you know, I'm walking around and I'm outside on the patio and the two girls walk by me.
I love this forced confidence on you. It's so funny.
I mean, I feel great.
But like you're doing nothing to cause
Nothing
it.
different. I'm being the same person. But like, dude, I'm like, the past few weeks on the podcast, I've talked about like,
People are loving you.
for no reason. I've never had this much fucking interaction in my life ever.
Dude, and you know what it all started? That black guy cool high five.
Yeah, that was like a year ago.
I think it started it.
Yeah, that gave me the confidence. Yeah, I just need one of those like once a month.
Yeah,
and we're good.
Refueled.
Woo, let's go. So, but then like it was probably like an hour later. I'm on the back patio hanging out, and the two girls come through the crowd, and we go, "Oh, hey!" And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna buy her drinks." The Shirley Temple. And then she goes, "Hey, do you want my phone number?" Yeah. What the fuck? I don't even know her name. Dude, yeah, what's going on with me?
I don't know.
And I'm like, absolutely I do.
Because if anything, you look a little bit worse than you used to just because the beard's not as cool.
Yeah, but it's
well, no,
at least even.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Little bit, like
Yeah.
you're back to where you were. It's just a little less styled.
Yeah.
which is so funny that all
But apparently chicks like this style.
the
now.
like thinner beard. Yeah,
But also, I look old.
yeah.
I
You
don't look like a
20.
20-year-old.
No.
But she was like, "Hey, do you want my phone number?" And I go, "Absolutely, I do." And then I'm like kind of drunk at this point, so I go, "Oh, what's your name?"
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So we introduce each other. You know, I meet like her friend, and like her friend was like crying. I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, my boyfriend just broke up with me."
You're like, well, do you want my number too?
And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
So now so what you're saying is you're single.
Yeah. Are you single?
Yeah.
But then I got her phone number.
Yeah.
Fucking feeling good. And she's like, "Well, text me sometime." And she kissed me on the cheek again.
No, same cheek.
Maybe the other
Double
one.
up?
I don't know.
Ooh.
But I was like, "What the fuck?"
You're fucking. Did your sister see this?
No. And then I'm like, I go back to him. I'm like, "What is going on?"
Did they believe you? Because I could see both of them saying you're a fucking liar.
Well, I told him initially about the Shirley Temple story,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I just ran into him again. Fucking insane, dude. So then the next day, we're on the road to Montana, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, let me text this girl.
Yeah.
So I like, "Hey, what's up, smiley face," or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, they just respond with "Hi." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. How's your day going?"
Did they know it was you?
But then I go, "How's your day going?" And they go, "Who is this?"
Oh, that's fair.
And I go, "Oh, this is Robert from Gays
Yeah.
last night." And they go, "You have the wrong number." What? That's the confusing part.
Yeah.
Because she offered it to me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Can you imagine if she's such a cunt that she just gives out, like, openly gives out wrong numbers? Like,
Well,
offer.
I was talking with my sisters about it because
Yeah.
we had a long drive and a lot of time to
Yeah.
talk. And I was like,
she's Well, I guess she wasn't drunk. She was drinking a
Well,
Shirley
that's
Temple.
why I was like, maybe she was drunk and then she woke up and then we realized, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So then I'll just say it's the wrong number.
Or she did the wrong number.
Or she
'cause
typed
was
in the wrong
drunk.
number. Yeah, but she was drinking a Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
But then also I was like, maybe she was only 19.
Yeah. Which either way, then yeah.
And also I was like, Scissors moved out of Iowa City. Probably won't ever be there again.
Yeah.
At least for a while. You know, I have no excuse to go there. But I was also like, why am I getting so close?
But not quite.
But I've never gotten this close so often.
Yeah.
For weeks.
The universe is edging you.
I know, dude. I like, can I please just pop off? Please. I've been waiting.
But you just keep picturing Jesus's face.
I just want to fucking break through that glass ceiling, dude.
You got it.
Just, but it's just
I love this for you.
It's insane though, because she offered me her drink.
She kissed you on the cheek.
And then was like, hey, do you want my phone number? and then kissed me on the cheek again. And it was the wrong phone number. And then the beer pong guy never played me back.
Oh, yeah, you're being edged by the universe.
Yeah, dude. Edging by the universe. It fucking sucked, dude. But I felt so good that night. I was like, what's going on with me?
Yeah, I don't know. The same man to me.
Nothing's happened since then. But
That's still a lot to happen.
I know, but it's only been a week, and I've been in Montana, so maybe Montana vibe is different than maybe in Iowa. I'm starting to like.
Yeah, you're on the vibration.
I'm on the good vibration. It is fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm pumped for it.
And then going into another story, dude. The start of my trip to Montana started off just like. I was like, if it keeps this trajectory, I won't be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Luckily, it slowed down.
I assume a 20-hour car ride would.
But, so we get up and me and my sister are both hungover from the night, but we got to start our drive.
And just full of disappointments with your texts.
Well, I didn't realize that till later in the day because we started the day early.
But
we
either
woke up
way,
like 7.
no beer pong.
Yeah, no beer pong. Wrong number. I literally saved her phone number. I forgot what her name was. So it just said Gabe's Iowa City.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, that's where I met you. Well, doesn't matter. Deleted it.
Yeah, that's fair. You should have sent that guy a beer pong request.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you just got them mixed.
Fuck. And she's like, why is this guy trying to play beer pong with me? That would suck.
That'd be so funny.
If I just mixed him. But it was different times of the night.
Both the Gabes, though.
Yeah.
I love that you got 2 phone numbers.
Dude, I literally don't. And people were complimenting my shirt. Like, literally. And it was like gay pride weekend. But like so many people were like, oh. And then people would be like, what is that? It's just a video game.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
If you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. But everybody knew. But then on the way to Montana, we had to drive through Des Moines.
Oh, so that's where I live.
Yeah, that's where I live. So we get to Des Moines and we stop at Costco to get gas.
Right.
And I'm like we're 2 hours into the drive and I'm still hungover.
Yeah.
It's like 9 a.m. I'm in the back seat just like tired.
Yeah. You go for a little hair of the dog?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I did have a beer when we got to halfway.
Sure.
You know, at like the restaurant. But we're sitting in line at Costco to get gas. Okay. And my mom's outside and she goes, is that Karen? And I'm just like, who the fuck is Karen? And she goes, your 5th grade teacher, Mrs.
No.
Yeah, dude, I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding.
Right.
Yeah, so
real Moist Mutuals will know who the fuck this bitch is.
So there's an episode of the podcast called Dear Billy.
Oh my God. Give us a quick overview of the story. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I can't keep up with this.
Oh my God.
Fucking wild.
Quick overview.
So when I was in 5th grade, I had a crush on this girl. I sent her a love note.
In her little baby locker that we had in 5th grade.
I got a note back, but it was in code names because we were reading a book, and it was like Dear Billy, and then her name was Addie or whatever.
So like star-crossed lovers.
Yeah,
is
it was
the
great.
scenario.
These notes went on for months till the end of the school year. 4 months. Find out the last day of school, it was a prank involving the most popular girls in school and my 5th grade teacher.
And they told everybody in class.
They sit in front of the class. They go, "Oh, by the way, we wrote those letters."
Literally, you thought you had your own little secret romance with the most. You thought,
and I was in love with her.
And you were stealing glances from across the thing.
And we never talked.
And like she wouldn't, because you were like, "Oh, that's part of it. This is forbidden love."
We're doing a secret thing.
And it turns out this teacher deserves to be in prison, but instead she's in this Costco parking lot.
Yeah. So then I'm like, Oh,
You should have hit her immediately.
Oh, shit. So my mom starts talking to her. I didn't realize her first name's Karen.
Me neither.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, fuck that
Fucking
bitch.
Karen.
God.
But I told I was like, Stockholm Syndrome.
Yep.
Because my mom didn't know the story, and my sister was like, oh, shit.
Because your sister has listened to the podcast.
So then I had to tell my mom the story, and she's like, oh, I didn't know.
We should have gotten her fired.
But apparently, like, all my siblings had her, which is wild.
Yeah,
and
'cause I did not.
she would always ask, like, she would always call me Roberto.
Sure.
And she'd always ask, like, how I'm doing and all this shit.
And she was probably always expecting, oh, he killed himself.
Yeah, he's dead.
You're in his suicide letter.
Dear Billy.
It was codenamed.
Fuck you.
Insane.
But, okay, so they're on the other side of the pump. It's like her and her husband.
Ugh.
And they're like, she's like, oh, talking to my mom. And she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, we're moving to Montana. She's like, oh, who's all there? And it was like, oh, yeah, my sister's partner. And then Robert's in the back.
And you're just fist
And I'm just like, I'm like hungover, like
Yeah.
sweaty,
Yeah.
you know, fucking wearing basketball.
But also
basically how I
apparently-
look right now.
apparently looking hot.
Well, I'm probably
gone-
wearing the same shirt from the night before.
And she's like, oh, portals.
She could have her signs. Jesus Christ. You know my phone number? But then she starts talking to me through like the driver window. And she's like, oh, how you doing? And she's like, oh, let me just come around. Dude,
What are you feeling at this point?
I'm just like, what is happening? Because it's like, literally, I was like, this whole week vacation is starting off so
On
insane.
top of the world, now you're reminded of the worst thing.
Yeah, the most traumatic experience of my life. Yeah, and then so this happened, and then I found out the girl's number was. So it's just like, dude,
Dear Billy all over
yeah,
again.
fucking the day sucks.
It's just her phone
And I'm
number.
just stuck in the car. So then she comes over, and like there must have been like a window lock or something because I couldn't roll my window down. So she just opens my door. And she's just talking to me, so she's standing there like looking, and I have a pillow. I'm like holding a pillow. You know? I'm like 30-year-old dude sitting in the backseat of a car. Hey, how you doing? And then she's like, oh, so nice to talk to you and all this stuff. And she's like, well, do you mind if I say a prayer real quick for your trip? What? And I was like,
Legally,
what?
you're not allowed to.
And then my mom was like, oh, please do. So then she fucking touches my back. And like while she's praying, she's rubbing my back. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And also, I don't pray.
Yeah.
So,
Also, just from the divergence from fifth grade all the way back to now, and that's the moment.
yeah. Fifth grade, what are you, 11?
Yeah, something like that.
So it's been 21 years. No, 19 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I was kind of close to 21.
Yeah, okay.
19 years. And then she's just all of a sudden touching me.
Yeah.
Saying, travel safe,
Dear
dear
Jesus,
Lord,
yeah.
be my savior, all this.
And you're just like, you're the worst person I've
Yeah.
ever known.
And then I'm like, please fucking leave, please. And then she's like, well, have a good trip. And then close the door and then walks away. And I'm just like, oh
should
my.
have started crying.
I'm just like, oh my God. And my mom's like, oh, isn't that so sweet?
No.
She loved you as a student. And I was like, too much. You didn't know what happened to me. So then I had to tell my mom the story. And she's like, Jesus Christ.
like the most dramatic story I've heard.
Yeah, because I remember when the bell rang for summer vacation, I ran home crying.
Rightfully so.
And I probably got home and started watching 8 Simple Rules. That's what I did.
They were lucky you did not come back with a gun. Like, that's probably when you bought your first trench coat.
Yeah, I've never owned one, but that's when I should have. That would have changed my life.
You saved a lot of people today.
Yeah, you saved a lot of people today. But I was just like, you got to be fucking kidding.
That's so funny.
Luckily, the rest of the trip was fine. But literally back-to-back shit, like top of the world,
Wild.
bottom of the world. Just like, please settle down. If things start... I'd come back just a shell of a man. Just so exhausted.
Montana Rab.
Just highs and lows every day.
Hey, you saw the mountains.
Yeah, I saw the mountains. It was fun. So it was a 20-hour drive to Montana, which took us 2 days.
Yeah, that's rough.
Exhausting, but it was cool. We drove north to South Dakota.
Okay.
So we went to the Badlands.
Love the Badlands.
Dude, gorgeous.
My great grandma's up there.
Dude, I've been there when I was a kid, but I was like, holy shit. I was like, who made this? And I kept saying that. I was like, who made this? Because it looks surreal.
Yeah.
And then it's wild how it just is nothing and then all of a sudden crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
who did it?
No.
God.
No.
fucking prayer. But that was cool as hell. But then the next day we got like an alert for the area in Montana. They were having a winter storm warning.
Jesus. All
And
right.
it's the middle of June.
All right.
And as we left Iowa, it was becoming a heat index warning.
Sure.
Like this whole week's been like a heat warning in Iowa.
It's been rough.
I just got back and I'm like, holy shit, it's hot. But literally, I'm driving the next day through the mountains of Montana and it's snowing. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That's so wild.
It was wild. It was insane. Luckily, it didn't snow the entire time.
Yeah.
And didn't stick. But like we got there and I was like, it snows in June here?
My God.
But it was like super rainy. But then the weather, like it was like 75 like the last couple of days. So it was just beautiful out.
Yeah.
The fresh air. And what I noticed is Iowa has like a lot of bugs. You know, like there's a shit ton of gnats here.
Yeah.
Dude, Montana, like obviously they have bugs, but I didn't like sitting outside, didn't notice anything.
So I think if stuff is more spread out, there will be less bugs just because there's less for them to eat.
Yeah.
Because that's like, if you find bugs, that means you're closer to a civilization
But we
or
were
water.
But we were in, I think they moved to Missoula. And
Which is a big
my
area.
sister said it's the second biggest city in Montana.
Yeah.
But like even in the city it was a gorgeous city. We walked around a ton. It's a good walking city.
Bigger than Des Moines.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because it felt like really small, like where one of my sisters moved. It felt like really small and like community, like old style. And then we just kept driving and it was like, holy shit, the city keeps going. And
There's
like
people here.
we went, dude, what's wild is we went to the thrift store one day to like find my sister some furniture.
Sure.
And my sister took a right a block early and we pull into like this lot. And I just start seeing people just like lingering, hanging out. I start noticing tents.
Oh, okay.
I start noticing people in cars.
Yeah.
I start noticing people like itching their faces.
Sure.
And then I look up and it's like a rehab center. And it's like it's a homeless camp.
Yeah.
And everybody's just staring at us as we drive through. Just, oh shit.
We're new in town.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. And then the thrift store is literally right next door. Like,
I mean,
it makes
it's
it, but I was
affordable
like,
shit.
but I was like, oh my god, just a
Yeah.
homeless rehab community.
Yeah.
It was rough.
it's a lot to take in at once.
But the rest of the trip was awesome. The weather was gorgeous. It literally makes me want to move.
To Montana?
Montana's gorgeous, but it makes me just want to like move somewhere.
Sure. I get that.
You know, just like kind of because I was talking to my sisters, like it's a fresh start.
Yeah.
New people, new everything. Just that'd be fun as hell. And I've always like, when I was a kid, I always wanted to move to Colorado.
Sure. Yeah.
We even talked about that when we lived together.
No, it is interesting, the idea of living far away.
Yeah.
So my issues now is just I have the house.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I do a lot of things, but I'm not like stuck.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, where would I go?
Right.
And it is scary.
Because like the good thing about living in a place like Iowa is that you can at least afford to travel,
Yeah.
which is just something I need to start doing
Well,
too.
where they moved in Montana, Missoula, like my sister's studio apartment is about what I pay for rent here.
Sure.
And my other sister and her partner, they got a great apartment that's 2-bedroom that like splits only $600 a person.
Yeah,
And it's like a
that's not bad.
modern, like I'm like, this is nice as hell. It's like an Ankeny style apartment, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm like, the prices are fine and they don't have sales tax there.
Interesting.
So that's really weird. So
Yeah.
it was like, if it was $9, it'd be $9. And I was
That'd be
like,
nice.
oh, that's really weird. Gas was decently. So I was like, and what's wild is I didn't know what it would be like people wise.
Yeah.
Everyone was so like Midwest friendly and shit.
Sure.
So you still got mountains and like beautiful scenery and then still nice people. So it was like a perfect, I was like, this is awesome. It is wild though that it's like, there was like a gay area,
Sure.
you know, there's like a alternative pride area, but then there's just a redneck area too.
Sure.
Because it's the mountains and hunting and
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's where they go too.
yeah. So it's like, it's kind of wild that they just both coexist.
I always think the little like gay areas of every like town is so funny.
Yeah, they are fun.
Well, because also like people forget that they exist. That every community also has a gay community that is thriving within itself.
Yeah, we did miss Pride Weekend in Missoula. That would have been fun to go to because I saw signs
See how
for
they
it.
go hard,
But
yeah.
like literally like the downtown area where my sister lives, like it's like 2 blocks from where she lives. Super old buildings.
Nice.
There's like a lot of breweries. Like it's dope as hell.
Hell yeah.
I was like, I could just fucking keep walking around and trying out things. I thought I was going to be stuck in Montana because I lost my wallet.
Jesus Christ. Did you find it?
I found it.
Okay.
It was under the bed.
Okay.
But I was like, I got drunk one day and I woke up the next morning and I was like, where the fuck is my wallet? It just fell out of my pocket when I laid down.
Gotcha.
I literally walked to like the restaurants we went to and I was like, did someone turn in a wallet. And I was like, I got to fly tomorrow. I don't have my ID.
Yeah, you'd be fucked.
I would have been screwed. I would have been stuck in Montana. And then when I found out, I was like, damn it. I have to go home.
Back to Des Moines.
But it was fun. I'm glad nothing else happened.
Sure, yeah.
But the trip started off wild, dude. Yeah. It does feel good to be home.
Yeah.
But now I got to get back in the rhythm of things.
Sure.
Because
I find it again.
This whole month's been exhausting.
I bet. Yeah.
California, Montana, traveling, flying, driving, fucking getting people's phone numbers.
Turns out half of them worked.
Not even the lady that I got her Snapchat up down.
Yeah. Nothing now.
Snapchat sent 9 days ago, still delivered.
Oh. Man.
But it's like she still posts on her story. She sees my story. And my sisters are like, well, at this point, I'm just like, then why would you go out of your way? Why would you ask? Why would you be like, hey, do you want my phone number? Yeah. And then not give it to me? I just don't get it. The universe is fucking edging me.
Yep. That's the theme of the week.
God, it's the theme of the month.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Is Pride all about edging?
For some of them.
Yeah, I guess that's a kink.
Yeah, there's a lot of cock cages out there.
Cock cages. Ugh. I think I've seen that in videos.
Yeah.
I'm not in.
No, I'm not
into that.
I've seen it.
I don't know if I. But I am into like the dominant women part of that.
Sure, but like,
that's
I don't need it to go that far.
Too far dominant.
I just don't need that.
Yeah.
Also, I get no enjoyment out of it. So then just like, no point in doing it.
They're literally just punishing you.
Yeah.
For no.
Like you literally can't do the thing that you're trying to do in this situation.
Because it's locked up.
Yeah. It's also like, I know it's like to prevent you from, sorry, we're talking about our dicks again.
It always happens.
Just dicks in general now.
Not our dicks, yeah.
Yeah. The idea of a cock cage is terrifying to me because, like, does it mangle it if you do get hard, or does it just prevent it?
It's made
it's for a flaccid
It's for
dick.
a tiny penis.
It's like it's in a metal pouch.
So if you do get hard, what would happen?
I think it's that it prevents you, which also is like I don't need that. Also, like, what if I pee? Does it just dribble out around the metal? I don't need that.
Geez.
Like, none of that sounds fun.
Yeah, but
let alone having a hot woman put it on you. Like,
then I feel like the blood would start flowing. But then,
because also I feel like then I'd be thinking about it too much. It's kind of like when you're in middle school and got a boner, but then all you could think about is that boner,
and then
so it would not go away.
It won't go away because you're like, go away.
And I'm like, fuck, I wore sweatpants today. What the fuck am I going to do? I can't even flip it up.
Yeah, that's what you got to just carry your backpack in front of you. I had to do that so many times.
Yeah, that's so rough.
Yeah, dude, I would just get it fucking.
It's easier being a man, but also you don't understand that pain, women. It fucking sucked.
You don't understand NARBs, okay?
NARBs?
You never heard that?
No, what's NARBs?
No apparent reason boners.
Oh.
NARBs.
Yeah, NARBs fucking suck.
Especially when you're going through puberty.
Yeah. And they're there.
I would get them like when I'm getting driven to school.
Yeah.
Just from like the bumps and shit.
Sure,
and just like, now I got to get out of the car.
Yeah. And everyone's going to see it.
Fuck.
I remember I guess I don't know what time of the year or like what in my school year it was, like if it was senior or like in high school or junior high or whatever, but that whatever, for some reason to keep us from bullying each other, they brought people with ramps and bicycles in. Do you remember that shit? Like those assemblies where it's like bullying isn't cool. And like it's just them doing a bike trick over a ramp. And you're like, okay.
Or it's like the trampoline basketball things. Where it's like, don't bully. Let me dunk this ball. My dad wasn't in the war, so I know how to dunk.
No, but so yeah, they did that, and then they brought out like 4 kids, and they were going to jump a bike over them.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah,
yeah. And you don't bully these kids because bullying's not cool, as far as we learned. But one kid was laying there, rocking hard on, just straight up.
Really?
And yeah, so all of us were like, "Oh, how you gonna jump over that?" Like it was just like horrible.
And he's like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me. He's like, you kid,
get on down here.
Now lay flat on the gym floor
in front of everybody. So you could just literally do that. Yeah. God, that poor kid. Luckily I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. But now he's fucked up sexually forever.
Oh,
like
probably,
he's like, I need someone to jump over me to come. Like,
I need you to put on a helmet. I can't.
Yeah,
explain
safety first, baby. Please. Can you get some bags on this bike?
Just don't bully me, please. Don't bully me. I'll come.
The entire class pointed and laughed at me.
God, that kind of shit was brutal. There was I do remember this kid's name, and I don't think you'd know him, but he was kind of a douchebag in our grade too. But I don't know who let this be known, and this was pretty early on. I think freshman year, we were told his dick size.
Oh shit!
and it was 4.5 inches.
Hard.
Yes. So everybody just knew the term 4.5.
4.5.
You could not go a day without seeing that written on a wall.
Oh,
like
jeez.
just 4.5. Or there was even
How
like
does that get out?
the girl said it, I think. Yeah.
Fuck.
No, and
That's
like
that's crushing.
yeah,
That's worse than 5th grade, dude.
Yeah. I still remember 4.5 so like firm.
And then at that point you're like, you're probably curious. You're like, I gotta make sure it's bigger.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, but when you're that age, you don't know.
Yeah, I guess at that
Like-
age on what I was.
Yeah.
I just know now I'm slightly above average.
And I'm slightly above 4.5. And I don't know, actually. I'm probably average.
You know what you are? You've never measured?
I have a long time ago. I forgot what it was, though.
Oh.
It's nothing to brag about.
Yeah. No,
but
mine's
it's not.
fine.
It's not 4.5.
Yeah. Mine's fine, but it looks good in a picture. And so that's all you need nowadays. I got a good LinkedIn for it.
I don't. I haven't taken a dick pic in a while.
Me neither. It's so nice. They're not,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're not floating around anymore. It's great. I'm not worried about who I'm Snapchatting.
You could just randomly send it to your fiance.
Yeah, I could.
And she'd go,
Oh.
she's like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know if that
I see
really
this
appeal.
every day.
Yeah, literally. It's I wander around naked constantly.
Yeah, she's like, actually, please put clothes on.
She has never said that. No, I'm
Not yet.
Yeah, we'll see when it starts hanging lower and lower. You
Yeah.
ever think about that? That like your balls haven't even begun to develop.
I can't wait.
Yeah, there's a fucking journey waiting for that. Like
I can't wait for that.
Bilbo has not even left the Shire.
I can't wait for that fucking old man confidence of the YMCA.
Oh my- yeah.
Just being naked in the locker room.
Oh, and every time you sit down on a toilet, you're just dipping them. Oh, they're just going for a swim.
Little dunkaroo,
Yeah.
baby. Little sploosh.
Something to look forward to. So
Dude,
they
you
say
gotta make sure it's not dirty. What if you
Yeah.
have like a nasty
Yeah.
poop and then tink?
Yep.
That's why I have a bidet, dude.
God, I need that. That's on the wedding registry.
Oh, is it?
Dude, doing the wedding registry has been so fun because also we both lived alone before living with each other, so we have decent amount of stuff.
Oh yeah, because you have enough. You have everything one person needs.
Yeah, like
And then when you come together, you have two of them.
yeah. So like, cause also like we threw away like most of her dishes, or like I think we gave them to Goodwill or whatever. Like most of her dishes
Because
and
you don't
stuff.
need two sets.
And like mine were a little better, and
little
like I
nicer,
think
yeah.
now we're saying like, oh, let's get a little bit better ones, and then we'll get rid of the ones we have now. But like,
Yeah, I'm
also,
still rocking like the initial dishes my parents gave me when I moved out.
and like they're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah.
But they're not nice. Like
Yeah. But like, so now we have like a little bit of like upgrades, but also we don't need much. So I'm just like, oh, fucking ghost hunting equipment. Like it's
what?
awesome.
Ghost
Yeah.
hunting equipment?
Hell yeah.
You can find that on a registry?
Amazon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What comes in a ghost hunting equipment?
The main thing I'm after is a spirit box.
What the fuck
So a
is that?
spirit box, it scans, I think radio waves
Yeah.
constantly, and it's like super quick. So like when you're listening, it's just like, but
So trying to pick up like someone talking?
no, it's just going through all of them, and through that, apparently, ghosts can use those waves to communicate. So while it's working, you will get a word through that.
Oh, Jesus.
Through the static, you will get just like a burp, like a word.
So is that what they use in like Ghost Adventures to get
Yeah,
to get
they
the
use
ghost
a
talking?
bunch. Yeah, there's spirit boxes. I know there's another one where it gives them a list of words and they can like choose between
Oh
them.
my god.
Yeah,
That
and
makes
so
it too real.
An EMF reader, which I already have one of those.
Don't you think though that box is just like programmed to say a few things?
That- I don't know.
It's really just a dog box.
Maybe, yeah.
Somebody has a walkie-talkie and they're just like,
Well, that's the thing.
penis. Oh, this ghost is horny.
Yeah, so we're putting that on there. I don't even know what's all on our registry. She's throwing a lot of shit on there, but like it's just like, I don't know. What do you want?
Hey, didn't you put kayaks on there?
I put an inflatable kayak. Like I'm trying to keep everything under 200. But
Yeah, so
like,
it's not
But if
it's
stuff
not-
is like around 200, then the family members can buy that because
Yeah.
that's not crazy to us.
Yeah, because it's so wild. It's like, oh, you get married, here's a toaster.
Yeah, like
We already have a
We
toaster.
have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need.
Everybody
toaster.
already has one.
Yeah.
Especially if you moved in together and
We'll live separately, and then
it's like, and then it's like,
very few people nowadays don't live together before they get
yeah,
married.
it's always like you live together and then it's like, okay, let's get married.
Yeah.
So you already have everything you need.
Yeah,
And you're
our house is fully furnished.
yeah, and you're adult, so it's like if you do need something, you'll just buy it.
I've bought it. Yeah.
It's not like you're waiting for it.
So now it's just fun, dumb shit.
And you already have like a nice knife set
Yep.
and like I'm trying to think of what else people give at weddings. I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Cash.
Well, and that's the other thing is I have just my bank account hooked up.
Oh, you can do that so people can just direct deposit.
Well,
you?
yeah, and like it's just like the idea of like the honeymoon fund, because right now we don't have a honeymoon planned because we didn't want to plan anything.
Well, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think you should wait at
'cause
least a few months.
My family is taking us on vacation the end of October.
Yeah.
And so
at least
like,
it's not right after the wedding.
yeah, it's like 3 weeks after, and it's like a Disney trip, which is very fun, but also my parents are Disney adults, so they'll just cover everything.
Which is so nice. So that's basically like a free honeymoon, and then you can do your own thing later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think doing the honeymoon right after the wedding is not a good idea.
It just seems so chaotic.
Because then you're planning two things.
Yeah.
And then you don't get to enjoy either one of them.
Well, because we're not enjoying planning the wedding at all.
Well,
It
yeah.
is- like some people,
so much work.
Some people really love planning things, and like the thing is also we just have to like make decisions and then just pull the trigger on them. It's not that hard. It's just we hate doing that so much.
Well, somebody, Melissa, a listener, commented that think about getting fake flowers.
We are doing fake flowers.
Oh, you
Yep.
are? Oh, fuck
so
yeah.
some other people have told Izzy that, and I brought that comment to her too, and she's like, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea." So shout out to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a great idea.
No,
yeah,
like,
because
yeah.
you're spending so much on fresh flowers that you throw away.
Yeah.
And then the fake ones, you can keep.
And like I think for the centerpieces, my dad's gonna make something, and also we're growing pumpkins, so we're gonna try maybe if we get enough of them, put one of those on every table.
Luckily you're doing a smaller wedding too, so there's not gonna be as many tables.
It is annoying how many people
what's your
we
job? Tables. Sorry.
It is annoying how many people we did end up inviting. We're at a little over 150.
Damn. Yeah,
But
that's
also
a
we're
quick,
like,
dude.
we're like, all right, at least 20 of these people will not show up.
Yeah.
And also like for all like a lot of the people that we invite, we're like, I hope they just show up for the reception because like they don't need to be a part. Like they don't care.
Yeah. I mean, that's the tough part is it's two lives coming together. So it's like two families and friends getting invited. And then, when you start like lining up all the people and you're like, well, I got to invite this person.
Yeah. But also there's people who are like, we're not going to invite them.
It's your wedding.
Yeah. Like her mom's side has a few people. She has some racist family. And then my mom's side has some racist family. Yeah.
And you're just like, no, I don't want that.
Well, and like luckily my mom doesn't care either, where I'm just like, no, they're not coming.
I feel like if I was planning a wedding for me, my mom would be like, you got to invite all these people. And I'd be like, I don't know them.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Is there a way to like just like not invite them, but still be like, hey, send us money?
Well,
is that a thing?
So for a lot of people, you just hope they don't come.
Oh, so you send them an invite.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, like I have family in New Zealand who will not come to the wedding, but I sent them an invite because I wanted that to be a part of it.
Yeah. So then they'll probably
I
send
wanted
you a
them to
gift.
just know that like, hey, I would let you be a part of this.
Yeah, and they go, oh wow, Jacob's getting married.
Yeah,
that's fucking that's fun.
That's it.
And they go, yeah, but we won't come.
Yeah.
Because it's in Iowa,
Right,
And we live in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Why would we go? Why would we vacation?
So
there?
we feel that way about a lot of people that were invited.
Well, luckily I live in town.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
you
even-
need to be there.
I didn't even get an invite.
No, you took one.
Isn't that fucked up? I had to hand deliver invites for you to one person.
Yeah.
My sisters were like, hey, guess what we got in the mail?
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How'd you get in? I was like, how'd they know your address?
Izzy messaged everybody.
Easy
Yeah.
message. And I was like, what?
No, I mean, that was something where like they won't come, but I was like, hey,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what
be
they were
invited.
saying. They were like, well, now that we're in Montana.
Well, yeah, and like I knew they wouldn't come, but I was like, yeah, I like them. I want them to know they're invited.
Yeah, they were excited. And then they were like, I can't believe we're Izzy's friends. Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah.
It's not hard. You just have to be nice to us and not be just like shit.
Isn't that wild how life can be simple?
It's so simple.
But people don't do that.
No, I mean, I hear so many bar stories from Izzy's life and the people that work there. I'm just like, life doesn't have to be difficult.
Dude, I know.
And that's the beautiful thing about it.
That's what I was talking to my sisters a lot about that.
Well, you have finally fucking learned that you could just not make bad decisions that you know just damages you.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like my parents, for example, they fucking don't even know how to talk to each other.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like I talked to my siblings about that. I'm like, man, can you imagine living like that? Like, dude, I'd rather, why can't you just go out and have fun?
Yeah.
Why do you gotta fight all the time?
And like,
But people do.
it's confusing.
Like, why can't you just go out, have a few drinks, and just tell jokes?
Yeah.
That's what I do all the time. I love having fun.
Well, because Izzy and I actually talked about this last night, where it was like, it's weird how people need drama in their life. Because also, I was,
Yeah, some people need it. Or
we,
else
were we were talking, and I was like, I never thought about it this way, but I bet that's kind of why, like, the last two people I dated before her, they were both like month-long relationships. They were fun at first, turned shitty,
And then,
turned shitty, and then they both cheated on me and then broke up with me. And like, I bet a lot of
Chaos.
that was that I was just boring.
Yeah.
That like I seemed like I'd be chaotic because it's like, oh, the freak show, but I was just like, man, I gotta go work. Sorry.
But you're like, no, I got my life together.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, I'm
why
just living.
why would you want to live like that?
And I bet a lot of it is I brought no chaos. I brought any issue that came up, I was just like, oh, well, this is a solution. And it was just like,
and
no.
people don't want that.
Yeah. No, it's so interesting how much people love living in chaos.
Well, I think people just...
I think they don't know a calm life.
Yeah, they don't. So it's what they're used to.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so wild. Like, if you're self-aware and you fucking... life doesn't have to be hard. It can just be fun.
Like, if you
do whatever you want.
If you can end a night with zero stress, that is such an incredible thing. And like, I've stayed up anxious over literally nothing, and then I get mad at myself for being anxious. So I'm like, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Izzy woke up with that today. And
shit.
And like, she's talking to me, I'm like, yeah, it just fucking sucks.
Well,
because
yeah.
And I'm just like,
it just happens.
Yeah, and it sucks as someone who's gone through it, but also it's so much easier to offer advice as someone who's not currently in it. Because all I can be is like, just try to not focus on it because it will pass.
It will pass.
And just remember, like, you had a good day yesterday.
I thought was wild is I'll have like a good couple days and I'll wake up. I feel like I go through peaks and valleys of good days.
That's what happened with her today.
But that's human nature. Like I go through a couple good days and then I like wake up and I'm like, what do I feel like?
Like everything's been bad.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just your brain is like,
it felt like someone just poisoned the well.
Yeah,
like,
your brain is like, well, you've had enough good this week.
Yeah,
you've
like
had enough compliments.
That's what. Yeah,
Here's your 5th grade teacher.
Yeah, because that's how she woke up today. I was like, "Fuck, I'm sorry," and like I know exactly what you're going through.
It
Like,
sucks, but then if you just go about your day, it does go away.
yes, but then she had the worst day today.
Oh shit! So then it does stack, and you're just like, God damn it!
No, like her tire popped. She got a parking ticket, and part of the roof of her business caved in.
Jesus Christ!
Just also, and she called me for all of them. I'm just like, fuck, I'm sorry, and that's
like,
all I can
You
say.
see it ringing in, and you're like, God, again?
Yeah, it was like 3 things. And
Dude,
like,
that sucks.
And all I can be is like, yeah, that fucking
Yeah, it
sucks. 'Cause
sucks.
nothing I'm gonna say helps it, so I'm not even gonna try because then it's
You can't
just
be like, oh well, we need the new tires anyway.
well, because also there's that weird thing of if you do try to help it, and then they were like, no, it is bad, and then you're like, well, I tried to help. Like I hate.
Yeah, then it starts getting
Because that's a fight her and I have gotten into on both sides, where one person's feeling shitty and the other person tries to help, and the person who feels shitty like deflects the help, and now the person who tried to help feels shitty
for trying to help.
and then the initial person's like, I didn't want any of that.
I
Like,
was just trying to talk.
yeah, let me just feel shitty for a second.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing to just say is that sucks.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's where I've been trying to do is just be like, fuck, yeah, I'm sorry. We can do better tomorrow. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like it just sucks.
Let's
right
just
now.
Maybe just not do anything tonight. And,
Yeah, just
and
call
just
it.
record a podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I told her tonight. Is like, you know what? You can smoke as much weed as you want.
I mean,
you can
it's
play as much video games as you want. I will leave you alone as much as you want.
At least
and
for
we
an
can
hour.
do whatever you want. Yeah. Like,
I mean, sometimes you just need a night to just chill.
yeah.
You know, and play video games and escape from the world for a little bit. And then you just go, hey, tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
But speaking of a new day, we got to hear about Nashville.
Oh, right.
Yeah, this episode is going to be a little long,
Yeah.
but we've had a lot going on.
Well, the good thing about Nashville is nothing fucking happened.
Oh, okay. So, it was
So, yeah.
uneventful.
So I woke up
No
at
trauma?
no, I didn't get any head injury this time. But like I
Like
woke
cat
up at like
baby.
fucking like 7 a.m. and I drove all the way to Nashville. We got a
How far is that? 9 hours?
it was like probably like 11 in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't go as fast.
the truck caps out. That's annoying.
Yep. Stayed at a hotel like 45 minutes outside of Nashville. It was whatever. Like just very nothing day. I literally said maybe like 4 sentences that day. It was
That's
great.
insane, though, that you had someone in the truck with
The
you.
entire time, yes.
And you didn't speak.
Luckily, he brought headphones this time.
Oh,
So
he-
I felt less weird about wearing a headphone and him, because also there was times during trips with this guy where I had a headphone in, he would just sit there quiet for hours.
And do nothing?
Yep.
Not even on his phone or
Nope. Just
looking out the window? Oh my God.
because the truck was so fucking
I mean,
bumpy.
dude, that's how I was today at the airport.
Yeah.
Where I was just sitting there.
Did you
Just
have a
like,
headphone in?
no.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, let's just get through this. Because I was just like, I just don't feel like doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Because it was like so early. But I did feel like I was raw dogging the plane, dude. I was like, let me just take it.
Just here.
Yeah. But when I got on the plane, I just slept,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. But that's wild, dude.
So then the next day, we wake up, whatever, go into Nashville, and then get to the bar. They're shooting a music video there, so we can only work on like some things.
Yeah, you drove all the way to Nashville, and then it's like, oh, we're
You
actually
have to-
doing something.
Yeah.
And you're just like, but we're here.
Yeah.
That's got to be so frustrating.
It is. Yeah.
Then why did we come?
Yeah. But we had to replace like all their ski balls, which is a bitch.
All of them?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Damn.
And then we swapped out probably like 5 games, and then dropped off a shit ton of other games for them.
Why is skee ball, like, I feel like skee ball is one of the games that always breaks.
So we recently upgraded them to a new system, and so we're slowly
getting
swapping them all
that
out.
makes sense. Yeah, because the ones in Des Moines, there's always one at least down.
So the
And then
3 upstairs are on a different system than the 3 downstairs.
Yeah. And I think one of them upstairs, like, it scores wrong sometimes.
I mean, that's just the switches. Because so to score 50 points, you get the ball in the top hole.
Yep.
It rolls down past 5-10 switches.
Oh, so you get 10 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So if the switch just triggers too hard and has a bounce in it, now it's 20 points because it switched twice.
That makes
so
sense.
that kind of shit.
You can't avoid
No.
it. Yeah.
And that is something I've tried to tell everybody who works there.
Well-
So I'm tired of them telling me something's wrong. I'm just like, no, it is a physical game. Fuck off.
We can't do anything about it.
I've worked so hard.
I can't wait
to
to work and be like, actually, it's because of this.
Yeah.
People are gonna go, what? I know a guy.
They all know who I am by now, I think.
Well, you got yelled at on
I
Broadway.
know. I always get yelled at there.
Dude, I'm excited. We were talking about it when you were on Nashville. Eventually, it'd be fucking dope if I could just go with you instead.
That's my hope, so I can talk during the whole ride there.
And then also, it could just like a mini vacation.
Yeah,
Because then we
well-
can actually go out and experience the town.
Right, because I would go out with you, yeah. But I don't want to go out with my coworker.
Yeah, see, that would be so nice because if you go to the Nashville and you're staying there
Yeah.
2 nights,
Yeah.
at least go out for dinner or
Yeah.
at least go check out a bar.
No,
like, it's not like we're going to go crazy because we
No.
got to work the next day.
Yeah, no, I went to dinner at the hotel and drank at the hotel.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd just be like, what's close or what's walkable or what's.
Yeah, so that's the plan
And
for
you
the
go
future. Yeah.
and you go to fucking everywhere. Nashville, Oklahoma City, fucking
Yep.
Milwaukee,
Setting
Minnesota.
up Birmingham soon.
God, how far away is Alabama going to be?
Pretty fucking far.
Is that going to be like a week trip?
To set up the bar, yeah.
Jesus. Well, maybe I'll go, hey,
Yeah.
I'll come with and set up a kitchen or something.
Fucking maybe.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, we could maybe try and get that to happen. Because then also we can both make a lot of money.
Yep. And it's a mini vacation.
Yeah.
Because we're getting paid. But
So yeah, then second day, woke up, went down to Nashville, got to the bar. We worked probably like 8 hours there.
damn, that's a long day.
Yeah, got all the games we needed switched out. I fucking loved the crew there.
Is
They
the
were
up down? Is the Nashville up down cool?
Yes.
It's a cool fucking place.
So it's
Oh yeah, you sent me a video. Of
yeah,
it.
it's
that's dope
less
as hell. Yeah.
games, but the upstairs has a gorgeous patio.
Yeah, that's one thing that Des Moines up down doesn't have.
It has 0 patio.
Which, dude, people go to when it's nice out. People want to go to patio bars.
Yep. No, and
That's
like,
all I went in fucking Montana. We just went for places that had patios.
Yeah. But yeah, but by the time we were done at the bar, then we got back in the truck, and our plan was to drive as far as we could.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I was
Because we
like,
didn't have a hotel there for the next night.
I was wondering, like, if you already worked 8 hours, are you allowed to drive?
Yes, I
Okay.
just can't. I'm not supposed to work over 40 hours in a week. And this is Wednesday.
But you're traveling.
yeah,
to
yeah. We also,
Tennessee.
We also don't get like a per diem for food or anything. It's bullshit. Either
yeah,
way.
that sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, we start driving back. It's probably like, I don't even know what time. Probably, it's pretty late by the time we leave.
Well, yeah, because you worked a full day
Yeah.
at the bar
And then left.
and then left.
So our plan is, I think we were going to hit St. Louis around like 1 a.m. or midnight. And then we're
Yikes.
like, all right, we'll stop there and then get some sleep. He drove.
Just slept in the truck.
Well, no, the plan was to get a hotel.
Oh, okay.
So he drove first, and I tried to sleep, but I took a video of how bumpy the car was. I'll send it to you so
okay.
you can post it here. But it was like I couldn't.
Well, yeah,
physically
it's a
could not.
truck,
and
so
like
it's
you were
do-do-do-do-do.
rattling, yeah,
You can't sleep.
and
in a
like you're
truck.
rattling probably like 5 times a minute.
Yeah, instead of sleeping, you're getting a fucking narb.
Yeah. Well, so instead, I'm like laying there with my eyes, or like leaning there with my eyes closed.
But just,
So getting tired, but not falling
but you
asleep.
can't fall asleep because you're being rocked.
And by the time it's midnight or 1 a.m., we're in St. Louis. We stop at the hotels they usually do. all fucking full.
Oh, Jesus.
So then we have the conversation and we get like dinner at like a McDonald's here, and we're like, all right, so we rather keep searching along the way or we just fucking go. So I buy myself a Red Bull, a large one.
Damn.
And I have not had an energy drink in years.
Yeah, he doesn't drink energy drinks.
So
I could drink one of those and go to bed.
Right. So I was like, this will work at least. So I do that. I fucking drive the next 7 hours. I drive until
Louis.
8 a.m.
Holy shit.
From midnight or 1 a.m., whatever, to 8 a.m.
And you were wired.
Yeah. Well, luckily it wasn't horrible because of how tired I was.
Because of how tired.
Yeah.
But it got you
evened
through
me
it.
out, yeah. So I just had a podcast going in my ear and I was just fucking
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, didn't
what
say
a day.
Didn't say a fucking word. There was one point where he was like, "Hey, can we turn down the air conditioning?" I was like, "Nope." And he like even tried to. I was like, "Nope." I
need it.
Yep. I'm like, "You try to sleep. I'm doing something."
Yeah, I'm the one driving.
Yes, because I drove the entire way there and most of the way back.
Yeah, that's
and like driving from middle of night through a sunrise
in a truck.
and like sunrise was at like 6 a.m. at this point.
Jesus
and like
Christ.
so now we're like 2 hours into the day. I get home at like 8 because we also have to unload the truck
and then take the truck
return
back.
the truck.
Yeah.
I have to drop this man off at his
'cause
home.
he doesn't drive.
He got a moped though.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
pumped. He's got his own moped.
That's kinda cool.
So now I don't have to take care of him. It's also funny seeing a grown man on a moped.
Well, Macklemore has a moped.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going downtown.
Cruising through the alley. But yeah, so now I come home and I am feeling fucking weird.
Well, yeah, you've been
Yeah.
up all night
Yeah.
and you did a Red Bull.
Also to our Moist Mutual who is in the Nashville area. Sorry, I did not have any free time. I thought about it, but I was like, there's literally because we left straight from
well,
it
yeah, especially because you were there for just 2 days.
with a coworker who I don't know how to handle.
Well, maybe eventually if I go with him.
Yeah,
then
that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
badass, dude.
But yeah,
At
so
the Nashville Up Down. Party it up.
you would just take over. Moist Mutuals, come here. But yeah,
Go.
so I
You guys
get
are
home,
celebrities?
I wake up Izzy and she is terrified. She
What
did
the
not
f-
expect me.
Yeah, because you was probably expecting you coming back around dinner time.
Yeah. So I'm in a weird mood. I'm wired. And like, I go to bed with her, but it's 8 a.m. I wake up at like noon.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to be like, how can I fucking balance this? So I wake up after 4 hours of sleep, but 20, because I worked a 22-hour
Yeah, which is
work day.
insane.
Yeah. So I was
That's
up for
it.
like 23 hours.
So you're like, I'm not working the rest of the week.
Yeah, well, no, I hit 40 hours
Yeah.
at 7 a.m. on Wednesday.
So
So I'd worked a 7-hour shift already.
Jesus.
And then I worked the day previous from like 9:30
Yeah, it's annoying
to midnight.
It's annoying when you have to do that for your job, but there's no overtime.
Yep. Well, that's why we're just like, all right, at 40, don't show up.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
We're like, okay. I mean, that's
Yeah.
an easy way to get 40, just driving.
Yeah.
So not bad.
So I sleep till like noon and then I wake up and then my whole day is just nothing. It's just me
You're fucked.
trying to stay awake.
Yeah. Because if you sleep all day, then you won't be able to go to bed
Yeah,
at
then
night.
because also now I have all of a sudden a 4-day weekend, but literally the first 2 days is just me recalibrating to nothing.
It takes forever, dude.
So like that fucking sucked when like Friday night came around. I was like, oh, I feel normal again. I'm like, all right, well, my weekend's here.
Yeah, weekend
like
started.
that. Just like the first 2 days of my weekend were also my first day of my weekend. I still worked a 7-hour shift. It just ended at 7
It ended
a.m.
at 7
Yeah.
a.m. Yeah, that's what's wild. Luckily,
Yeah.
you didn't have to like go to work. Like it was like the end of the week.
Like done. And my
Yeah.
manager's like, holy shit, yeah, I'll see him next Monday.
Good job, buddy. And you're like,
Yikers.
yikers, thank you. Damn, that's exhausting.
Yeah, but
and
like-
driving a big truck just sucks too.
It was all right. Like I much
Is there
prefer.
cruise control at least?
I don't set it because
Oh,
I am not
jeez.
going to die with him in that truck.
Do you think cruise control would?
Yeah, because then if you fall asleep, you're
true.
you're at full speed.
Yeah, you're full. Okay,
You're
yeah.
gunning it. Yeah,
I have to do cruise control.
No,
Maybe that's why I fall asleep.
But even on the way back, I tucked my shoe in an uncomfortable way, so I was digging into my ankle a little bit.
Just to keep you awake.
Yep.
Oh my God, you're punishing yourself.
Yeah.
You got a
Same with-
fucking cock cage on.
Same with same if I had to pee, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna have to pee for a while, and it's gonna keep me awake.
You're gonna hold it.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
I did. I figured out like those systems.
Damn. Well, when I was driving to Montana.
Did you drive at all?
Yeah. So
Okay.
there were so we took 2 cars. What's wild is my sister had her 2 cats.
Okay.
So they were in the other car with her partner, and they just had the cats loose.
I hate that.
But it's better than keeping them in a cage all day.
But not if they're pissing and shitting.
Well, they had a litter box, and like Yeah, but I was not in that car at all, so I don't know how.
But also a loose litter box in a car.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Stinky.
well, also it's just like when it like gets air through it, and then it's just thick air. It's just
Pungent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad I wasn't in that car. But there were 3 of us in the other car: my mom, my sister, and me. So we took turns.
Stepdad didn't go at all.
He flew in a couple days later after we were done moving.
No shit.
And he came,
dickhead.
He came to Montana for vacation.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to a national park. Do you guys want to go?" And they're like, "We just moved in.
Yeah, we're
no
handling this.
Yeah, they both went. No, we're unpacking.
Yeah, we're not on vacation.
We're not on vacation.
We're starting something.
I mean, I was kind of on vacation.
Yeah, but also you don't want to go to a national park with him.
Well, yeah, they were trying to give me a stay a few extra days, but I came back.
But
But
had work to do.
I drove like the first day we drove like 9 hours, so we both did like 3-hour shifts.
Oh,
and that wasn't bad. And then the second day my sister started, drove like 2 hours. We stopped at a gas station, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll drive." I wasn't hungover that day,
Sure.
So I was like, "Okay, I'll drive." And then like we stopped at another gas station. I was driving for a couple hours, and my mom was like, "Oh, I can drive," and I was like, "You know what? I'm actually in a groove."
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get in that groove.
No, so I like when Izzy and I went to Colorado, I drove the whole time.
Yeah.
Anytime you and I go somewhere, I usually drive the whole.
It's nice to be in a groove.
I much prefer driving.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, if I can drive and I have a good podcast on.
The first day when I was driving, I was like falling asleep.
Sure.
I have bad driving.
Tuesday I drove 11 hours straight
Jesus
without
fuck.
issue. No, I have learned I could have been a truck driver.
A truck driver, yeah.
If I didn't
could
have
not be.
if I didn't have a home and shit, I could
It'd be a
probably
good career.
I could probably make a lot of money being a truck driver because I am fine driving long distances on little sleep.
I was like eating sunflower seeds,
Ooh, that's a good one.
and that was a great distraction.
I do
like
spicy chips, jalapeno, kettle chips.
Well, these were nice because they give you enough to chew on, and then they have a spit cup.
It's a task.
And yeah, it's a task while you're driving. So I drove literally 7 hours.
Okay,
my mom didn't
nice.
even drive at all. And I was just like, I'm just in a groove. And then when we got to Montana, like it got mountainy, and so I was driving through the mountains. So that I was like actively looking. And then like it was starting to snow, so I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And there's a few times where like we kind of skidded a little bit,
Ooh.
and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you're locked
But I
in.
just kept fucking popping seeds.
Yeah.
And as well as I was like, man, I ate a ton of sunflower seeds. And I look at the bag, it's like not even a quarter.
Ooh.
But I was eating them for hours.
Sure, that's nice.
But then because I was eating so many sunflower seeds and had all the sodium or whatever, I think I burned my fucking taste buds off. Like
They
they're
grow back.
good now.
Yeah.
But like literally for the next couple of days, it just felt like
Yeah,
I was like, dude, it's because of all I just kept. It sucked, but it was the only thing keeping me going.
No, I get that.
I just
yeah.
kept fucking popping seeds, and I was like, it's gorgeous,
No,
gorgeous weather.
I have a group of like car snacks that are always my go-tos.
Dude, we tried, the Bugle, like those weird funnel chips.
You put them on your fingers.
Yes, there's a ranch flavored one.
I can see that being good.
Dude, hard snack. Everyone look out for the ranch flavored ones. I think they're new. My sister got them, and we were like, holy shit, way better than the regular Bugles.
All right, give me like what are your top car snacks?
Well, I think sunflower seeds now,
Okay,
because it's an
give me like your top 5.
it's an activity. And then I always want like a fruit candy.
Oh, like a gummy or like a suck on?
So this trip I got the fruit Lifesaver hard candies.
Ooh, interesting.
And I still have a ton of those left because those are ones that you pop one in. It's kind of like a Jolly Rancher.
Yep.
You can suck on it for a while.
Yeah.
And you don't bite them.
Probably gets you like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So then when that one's done, pop it in
And you
another
just
one.
clink them around your
Yeah,
teeth as
exactly.
you're going.
You're
Yeah,
just playing
no, I
with
get
it.
that.
Chips are always fun. We did get Dots pretzels. Dots pretzels are fucking hammer. Man, I don't know. I don't like.
What's your go-to drink in a car?
If I'm driving, probably energy drink.
Sure.
Probably a Red Bull or Monster.
then
And even if I'm in the passenger seat, probably because I like to stay up usually.
I'd like to be attentive because I don't want to die that way.
Yeah. Well, and also like I feel like, especially if you're in the passenger seat, you probably should be awake.
Yes.
If you're in the back seat, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want.
No,
Take a
I'd
nap.
pass out. Yeah.
But I mean, there's a few times I was falling asleep in the front
No,
seat.
because like backseat, I'm milking a donut.
Oh,
and I'm
what do you
taking a
mean you're
nap.
milking a donut?
I'm milk and a donut.
Oh, I thought it was like you're milking a
Just-
donut.
yeah,
just
pulling
sucking on it.
that too. Custard.
I'm trying to. But it's a cake donut, so it's just fucking wet.
It's just a whistle through the middle.
Just Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like things that are like tasks, like sunflower seeds.
Okay,
and like,
because if I'm front seat, jalapeno kettle chips
those are so good.
keep me up.
Yeah.
A big one is a safety snack. So rather Cheez-Its or Goldfish.
Yep. Something
that gives me a good solid base in my stomach
Yes.
because also so much gas station food is so acidic.
Well, and I do get a lot of like very sugary shit.
Yep.
Where it's just like after a while you're like, too much.
Well, because like even a Gatorade will make me sick. Like I can feel it in my throat. Just the
so
acidic,
I'll just drink like half of one and then I'll have the rest.
But that's why like Goldfish or Cheez-Its on the base, perfect.
Okay, yeah, it's just nice little carb base. I do like sometimes getting a slushy.
Sure.
But you do get that fucking sugar.
Well,
rush.
and also you're gonna throw away half of it because you always.
But the problem is I finish them.
That's insane.
Because we're in the car forever, so I just keep sipping on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God.
Because for drinks, I always do like one of those like Smart Waters.
Yeah, I always get a Smart
I don't
Water.
know why, but like one of those long tube ones,
Yeah.
rather either
bought one
Smart
today,
Water brand or like whatever the other one is that looks
the
like
off-brand,
it.
yeah.
That, and I usually try to get a nice tea to kind of keep me feeling normal.
Just something, yeah, because you don't drink pop or energy drinks.
And then if it's a late night, I'll try, because also a lot of gas stations do this, I'll buy the biggest Reese's cup thing I can get
Ooh, okay.
from a fridge.
Ooh.
Because they're so much better when they're cold.
So but it's not the ice cream ones. It's just they're just cold. Okay,
Yes.
I didn't know they sold cold ones.
Sometimes they'll put them in the fridge.
Hell yeah.
Because those are something, if I can keep the car cold enough, and I get like, they make like fucking 8-packs of them now.
Oh, shit.
They're called like super king size.
And you're just like, yeah, that will last me a while.
Well, so if I get if I have 4-hour drive, I just get a king one, I will look at the clock and I'll be all right, here's my first one. I get the next one in an hour.
Damn, so you make them last instead of munching through them.
So that's what Reese's cups are for, is they are a reward.
Well, and then you're like, okay, that's another hour done.
Yes.
Let me pop a Reese's
there's
cup.
only 2 left. Because
it's 2 hours.
Once you finish the 2-hour mark, then you're good.
Well, yeah, once you get past that halfway point.
Once you're at 155, you are
anything under 2 hours, you're like, fuck.
I can do this. Yeah. I don't care if it's been 7 hours, but like
that's how I felt like when I was getting to Montana. I was like, okay, we're under 2 hours, and then I look and it'd be like an hour 20. I'm like, fuck yeah, and then it'd be like 55 minutes. I'm like, oh, we're hood, dude.
My issue is it'll be every 3 minutes.
Yeah, you're looking too much.
Because that's where I'm trying to get a podcast or an audiobook where I can get kind of locked into the story.
I was just listening to a lot of music. Like I was listening to albums, and I was just like fucking rocking out to albums.
God, I have not liked music in a while. I
all
miss
the stuff I listened to.
Yeah.
Was old albums.
Ooh,
like I listened. I mean, not old, but albums that I loved in like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Like I listened to the first Lil Dicky album.
Sure, that's a good one.
Love that album. I listened to the Baby Driver soundtrack.
Sure,
that's a great soundtrack. I listened to the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack.
Okay.
Then I listened to. I'm trying to fucking remember. Just other things that were from that era.
Yeah.
You know, I listened to Pierce the Veil.
Sure.
Collide with the Sky.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are just albums I know front to back.
Sure.
So I can listen to the full thing, and that gives me 45 minutes. Yeah.
Because I'm only really into music right now if I put it on a vinyl. Just,
I mean, it's an experience.
I think FedEx killed a lot of my music love. And
I don't listen to music.
Come back
I don't listen to music that much anymore.
Yeah.
Just to begin with, because I mean, I have music on in the background,
sure,
just as noise,
but it is background.
Yeah, I don't use it to like distract myself.
No, because right now I'm trying to find a new audiobook to really get into.
Ooh, okay, that'd be good for travel too.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't know how to discover. When I was younger, I discovered music all the time.
Yeah,
but now I'm just stuck in the same fucking shit.
Yeah, you need to figure out how to get out of it.
And people are always like, "Oh, check this out," and I go, "Oh, I'd love to," and then I don't. And then I don't.
Yeah.
So many people give me recommendations. I'm like, I don't want to. And even like bands I like, they'll put out new stuff, and I don't want to.
You don't want to ruin it,
and I don't listen to it.
Yeah,
like there's a new Lil Dicky album, Penis.
From the show or
from the show?
Okay, yeah,
but it's like real. It's a full album,
right? Yeah,
and it's like I love the show and I love Lil Dicky, but I think I listened to it once.
Yeah,
and then like
I haven't listened.
There's
to
a new
yet.
Torment Pilots album that I've heard is fantastic.
Is it?
I've heard so. Their last one sucked.
I hated their last like 3.
Yeah, I've heard this one's back to their original roots.
I don't believe them.
But the last album was so poppy.
Yeah.
You know, so I was, and I'm like, I don't know. I just don't really listen to music anymore.
Yeah. And also, apparently, neither do you.
Because you're listening to podcasts,
You're
baby.
listening to the Moist Monday podcast, everybody.
Where we're getting moist. Yeah, my beer is empty.
Mine too.
But speaking of that, in case you guys are watching us on YouTube, we officially have gotten the Moist Monday Moist Meter movie of the month glasses.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? So a half full, half empty Moist Monday glasses are made. They were handmade. There's a little flaws on them, but they're handmade.
And also, they're one of a kind.
They're one of a kind.
And also, I get my dad some more, so he will be making more.
These are me, my Jacob's dad.
Pop
so like
Moist. Yeah.
Yeah, pop them. If I call him, then he'd be like, please don't speak to me ever again. But we got these fucking glasses, so super excited. And speaking of that, make sure you watch fucking Saltburn. Please.
We haven't yet.
I'm so nervous. Everyone that's watched it this month has said like, what
us,
the hell?
Yeah, don't do this. Yeah.
But if you do watch Saltburn and you're interested in one of these glasses, send us an email.
Yeah.
moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
They're all different.
Yeah. And one person will be picked to get a free Moist Movie of the Month.
Yeah.
Moist
One
Meter.
Moist Mutual will receive a Moist Movie of the Month, Moist Meter pint glass. Yes.
Which will be fantastic. It's a great way to drink beer. I'm excited to actually use this for our Moist Meter reviews.
Yeah, the meter is gonna be completely different.
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna throw me off.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling for
in.
I have a feeling for Saltburn. Half empty.
I don't know.
I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it.
heard anything bad about it.
I think it's gonna be too artistic.
I like artistic.
I think it's gonna
look
be
at this.
But I think it's gonna be like artistic to be artistic and not like a good movie.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
But you can email us those reviews at
moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com. And while you're at it, follow us on social media to see the photo of this painting and all the others. Maybe the Pride acronym. Didn't forget.
Yep, we're going to film that.
we're going to get it. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email. I already said that.
Rate us 5 stars.
Yeah.
On Spotify and Apple and Moist Monday
and
Podcast.
I think we're on other apps.
Yeah, give us 5 stars on all that you
Subscribe
can
to us on
find.
YouTube.
Yeah, if you're a fan on one thing, branch out. Let us hear your voice on all platforms because it will just help us a lot.
I do like the people that comment on YouTube. Then I know, people actually listened.
Yeah.
Or watched. So that's cool.
The amount of comments we get before I wake up is ridiculous.
It's insane. People
Well, that's also,
start their weeks with this.
That's all the comments we get are before.
Yeah,
I
I'll wake up at 8 a.m. Monday and there'll be 5 comments.
and then 3
we'll
months
get
later, it'll still be just those.
Yeah, we won't
5,
get any
but
more.
We love you.
But thank you
so
for being
much.
diehards.
You know who you are.
This has been the Moist Monday Podcast. I'm Robert.
I'm Jacob.
That's Jacob. Thanks for freaking listening.
Keep it moist out there.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers to empty glasses. Bye.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.